Look at this lazy boy soaking up some rays. He's been like this for 2 hours straight.
Oh my god, he's so precious. Luna just got this new toy and she's absolutely obsessed. She's been carrying it around everywhere.
Aw, Luna looks so happy. Max would probably try to steal that toy if they met.
Speaking of active dogs, Storm and Thunder had their morning adventure. They dragged me 5 miles today. I'm exhausted, but they're still ready for more.
You guys are making me feel bad about being inside studying. But Biscuit finally learned to shake on command. Only took 3 weeks of treats and patience.
That's awesome, Lynn. Training takes forever, but it's so worth it.
Biscuit is such a good student. Luna still hasn't mastered sit without a treat in my hand.
Thunder took 6 months to learn his name. Now he acts like he's never heard it when I call him.
Selective hearing is a husky specialty.
Speaking of training, we should plan that group dog park meetup. Maybe next weekend? I think they'd all love to finally meet each other.
Yes, Luna needs more socialization. She gets so excited around other dogs.
The boys would love that. Fair warning, though. They might try to herd everyone.
Biscuit would probably hide behind my legs for the first 10 minutes. But then he'd want to play with everyone.
Perfect. Let's plan for Saturday afternoon. That new dog park on Elm Street has great reviews.
Sounds good to me. I've been working extra shifts at the hospital this week. Luna's been such great company during all the stress. She always knows when I need cuddles after a rough day.
Dogs are the best therapy.
Talk to everyone tomorrow.
Same here. I'm going to go spoil Max a little before bed. He deserves some attention after being such a good boy today.
Storm and Thunder are going to get their nap time. They're starting to give me those expectant looks. All right, everyone. See you tomorrow. Ready for day 1 of official dog documentation.
Can't wait. This is going to be the best group chat project ever. Night, everyone.
Morning, everyone. I need to ask you guys something weird. Luna had the strangest reaction during our trail walk yesterday. We were doing our usual route through Maple Creek Trail. About halfway through, she just stopped.
Stopped?
Like completely froze mid-step. Then she stared at the tree line for almost 5 minutes straight. I've never seen her so focused on anything. And she started doing this low, deep growling. Not at another dog or person, just at the empty woods.
Holy damn, Sophia. Max did something similar yesterday evening.
Really?
I was trying to take him for his usual walk around the backyard. You know that wooden fence that borders the forest behind my house? He refused to go past it, like physically planted his feet and wouldn't budge.
That's exactly what Luna did.
And when I tried to coax him forward with treats, he started whimpering. Not his normal whining for attention. This was different. Almost like he was scared.
Luna's growling sounded scared too. I've had her for 3 years and I've never heard that sound before.
Wait. Are you guys talking about weird forest behavior?
Yeah, why?
Because Storm and Thunder have been acting completely insane around any wooded areas. We tried to go hiking at Pine Ridge yesterday. You know how they usually drag me up every trail?
They love those hikes.
Exactly. But yesterday they saw the forest entrance and just stopped. Both of them at the same time. Then they started pulling me in the opposite direction. I couldn't get them within 50 feet of the trailhead.
What the hell is going on?
Guys, I'm reading this and getting chills. Biscuit has been avoiding the back door at the vet clinic, the one that faces the woods behind the building.
When did this start?
2 days ago.
This is too weird to be a coincidence. All 4 of our dogs acting strange around forests?
And it's not just acting strange. It's like they're genuinely terrified of something.
Luna was shaking after we left the trail. She spent the rest of the day glued to my side.
Biscuit has been extra clingy too, following me from room to room. He even tried to sleep on my textbooks last night.
Max wouldn't sleep in his usual spot by the back door. He moved his entire bed to the front of the house.
That's actually really unsettling. Dogs don't change their sleeping habits without a good reason.
What kind of good reason involves forests, though? It's not like there are bears or anything dangerous around here. What could affect that large an area?
Wildlife migration, maybe? Like if a predator moved into the area?
But what predator would scare huskies?
Should we be worried? I mean, if all our dogs are this spooked?
I keep thinking about that. They're trying to protect us from something.
Message is issued by the Emergency Coordination Center. Please listen closely and follow the instructions that follow. This is not a drill.
Emergency alert. Behavioral anomaly. Advisory.
If your dog has been exhibiting unusual nighttime barking behavior, particularly in wooded or rural areas, you need to take immediate action.
Increased reports of domestic animal behavioral anomalies.
Marcus said the barking wasn't aggressive or territorial like when strangers approached.
Please look for these signs in this report.
It was different, protective, almost pleading. Rex would look back at Marcus between barks, as if trying to communicate something urgent.
Keep pets indoors when possible until further notice, all citizens in the area.
Pattern was consistent across all reports. Dogs with previously normal behavior suddenly becoming hyper-alert during specific nighttime hours.
This was an official emergency broadcast.
Did everyone just get that red signal alert?
Yes. Holy crap, Chris. They're actually taking this seriously.
That's not normal.
I'm simultaneously relieved and terrified. Relieved because we're not crazy. Terrified because it's apparently a county-wide emergency.
Right? Part of me is like, see, we were right to be concerned. The other part is like, oh God, what does this mean?
The fact that they're telling people to keep pets indoors is really unsettling. That's not a suggestion you make lightly.
I'm looking up red signal right now. This system is usually reserved for severe weather, missing persons, and immediate public safety threats.
So animal behavior anomalies are being treated as a public safety threat?
Apparently so, which means whatever is causing this is serious enough to warrant emergency protocols.
How many other pets must be affected for them to issue an official alert?
Has to be hundreds. Emergency management doesn't activate for a handful of reports.
This is so much bigger than just our dogs.
Dude, did you get that weird emergency alert about pets? Is Max still acting strange around the forest? Mom is freaking out about it. She wants to know if we should be worried.
Yeah, I got it. And yes, Max is still avoiding the back of the property. Tell Mom we're being careful.
This is so bizarre. Emergency alerts for animal behavior? What kind of X-Files stuff is happening out there?
I honestly don't know, but I'm taking it seriously now. Keep Rex inside for a while, okay?
Already done. He's been weird too, now that I think about it. Wouldn't go for his usual walk yesterday. This is getting scary though.
Tyler says Rex has been acting strange too.
I just texted Dr. Williams at school. She's the professor I mentioned before.
What did she say?
She said the veterinary community has been buzzing about this all week.
All week? How long has this been going on?
According to her, reports started trickling in about 5 days ago, but they've accelerated dramatically in the last 48 hours.
That matches our timeline. Max started acting weird 3 days ago.
Same with Luna.
The boys too.
Dr. Williams mentioned something about neighboring counties. This isn't just our area.
Did you see that emergency alert? Very strange thing to warn about. Makes me think of stories my husband used to tell.
What kind of stories, Mrs. Beth?
Old stories from his grandmother about things in the forest that animals could sense before people. He always said when the dogs won't go near the woods, something is stirring that shouldn't be.
That's unsettling. Do you remember any specific details from those stories?
Not much, just that animals know things we don't. They feel when the natural order is disturbed. Your Luna is a smart girl. If she's afraid, there's a reason.
Mrs. Beth, are you okay? You sound worried.
I am worried. When the government sends warnings about animal behavior, it means they don't know what's causing it either, and that scares an old woman like me.
I understand. Luna and I are staying close to home for now.
Good girl. Trust your dog's instincts. They haven't failed us yet.
Lynn, I'm glad you reached out about this. The situation is more widespread than the public realizes.
How widespread?
We've received reports from 3 counties, dogs showing stress responses, all focused on forested areas.
Do you have any theories about what's causing it?
Honestly, we're stumped. Environmental factors have been ruled out. No construction, no chemical spills, no new cell towers. Whatever is triggering this response isn't showing up on our usual diagnostic methods.
That's terrifying.
The veterinary college is coordinating with county officials. We're treating this as a potential public health issue now. Animals are often early warning systems for environmental threats.
So you think there really is something dangerous out there?
I think your dog and every other animal in the area is trying to tell us something important, and we need to listen.
Just got off the phone with Dr. Williams. Guys, this is happening across 3 counties.
3 counties?
That's gotta be thousands of dogs.
What could affect that many dogs across such a huge area?
She said environmental factors have been ruled out. No construction, no chemicals, no obvious human causes. The veterinary community has no explanation.
So we're dealing with something completely unknown.
Something that animals can sense, but humans can't detect with normal methods.
That is deeply unsettling.
Dr. Williams said animals are often early warning systems. They detect threats before we do.
So our dogs are trying to warn us about something.
But warn us about what?
I've been thinking about this. What if it's not about what's in the forest? What if it's about what's coming from the forest?
Coming from the forest?
Like something is moving through the wooded areas. Something the animals can sense approaching.
That would explain the geographic spread and why it's affecting such a large area.
I really don't like where this conversation is going.
None of us do, but we can't ignore it anymore. This is officially a county emergency now.
The question is, what do we do about it?
Whatever this is, we shouldn't face it alone.
Agreed. We're in this together now.
I'm going to keep researching. There has to be some explanation somewhere.
I'll stay in touch with Dr. Williams, get updates from the veterinary investigation.
And I'll keep monitoring the neighborhood. Talk to more people, see what they're experiencing.
Good plan, but everyone be careful, okay? If our dogs are this scared, maybe we should be too.
Definitely. No one goes near any forested areas alone.
Understood.
Promise.
We'll get through this together, whatever this is.
All the affected properties bordered dense woodland. All the dogs focused their attention on the tree line, not the road or neighboring homes.
Emergency alert. New updates.
And in every case, the owners described their pets as trying to position themselves between their family and whatever they sensed in the darkness.
Increased reports of dog anomalies.
Marcus said it felt like something was circling his home, staying just out of sight but close enough that Rex could sense its presence.
Please look for these anomalies.
Other residents reported similar changes in their dog's behavior. The nighttime barking had stopped, but now their pets were agitated during daylight.
Everyone please stay aware. Please be wary of this. Be wary of this tall humanoid creature.
At the edge of the tree line stood a figure unlike anything Marcus had ever seen. Impossibly tall, maybe 8 or 9 feet, with limbs that seemed too long for its frame.
This was an official emergency broadcast. God help us all.
I just saw something. I'm shaking right now. There was something standing at the edge of the forest behind my building.
Sophia, what do you mean something?
It was 2:47 a.m. I couldn't sleep, so I went to get water. Looked out my kitchen window toward the woods. There was this figure, just standing there motionless.
A person?
I don't think so. It was too tall, Chris. Way too tall. Like impossibly tall.
How tall are we talking?
I don't know exactly, but it made the trees look small. It had to be at least 8 or 9 feet, maybe more. Wait, I took a photo. My hands were shaking, but I managed to get one shot.
You got a photo?
Send it.
Oh God, I'm scared to see it.
That's it. That's what I saw.
What the hell is that?
Sophia, that's not human.
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. That thing is massive.
It's like 10 feet tall. Look how it towers over those trees.
I know. I was too scared to keep watching. I took the picture and ran.
This is absolutely terrifying. What the hell is that thing?
The proportions are all wrong. Look at how thin it is. No human being looks like that.
Sophia, are you locked inside? Please tell me you're safe.
Yes, I'm locked in. All doors and windows. But Luna is still under the bed trembling. She hasn't moved since I saw it.
Luna knew it was there. That's why she was so terrified.
All our dogs knew. They've been trying to warn us about this.
Oh God, what if it's been watching all of us? What if it knows where we live?
Don't say that, Chris. I'm already terrified enough.
Look at the way it's standing, perfectly still like a statue. That's not normal behavior for anything.
It looks like it's waiting. Just standing there waiting for something.
That's exactly what it felt like. Like it was watching and waiting. I could feel it looking at my building.
Feel it looking?
I know how that sounds. But when I was at the window, it felt like it knew I was there. Like it wanted me to see it.
Why would it want to be seen?
Maybe that's part of whatever it's doing. Maybe showing itself is intentional.
That's even more terrifying. What does it want?
I don't know, but I never want to see it again. The way it just stood there, completely motionless.
We need to warn people.
Something weird is happening in the neighborhood. There are police cars, really slow, like they're patrolling or looking for something.
I'm awake. Are you okay? Is Rex okay?
We're fine, but Rex won't stop pacing by the front door. He keeps looking out the window and whimpering. Did something happen?
Tyler, I need you to stay inside tonight. Don't go outside for any reason.
Why? What's going on?
There's something out there. Something that shouldn't be there.
What kind of something?
Just promise me you'll stay inside.
You're really scaring me now.
I'm sorry, but I need you to be safe. Keep Rex with you and stay away from windows.
Windows? Why windows?
Just do it, Tyler, please.
Okay, I will. But Chris, this is really freaking me out.
I know, and I'm sorry. Everything will be okay. Just stay inside.
Did you feel it last night, around 3 in the morning?
Feel what, Mrs. Beth?
The presence. Something was out there. My little Pepito was whimpering and scratching at the floor. He wouldn't stop shaking.
Mrs. Beth, I saw it. I actually saw what's been scaring all the dogs.
You saw it with your own eyes?
Yes. It's not human, Mrs. Beth. It's something else entirely.
That's what my husband's grandmother warned about. The tall ones from the old places.
The old places?
Before people lived here. Before houses and roads. Some things never left when we came. They just went deeper into the woods and waited.
Waited for what?
For someone to see them. For someone to know they're still here. You were chosen. That's why it showed itself to you.
Chosen for what?
I don't know, but you must be very careful now. Very, very careful.
Emergency alert. Level 2, emergency declaration. Officer David Berkman, County Emergency Management. Animal behavioral crisis. Escalation to level 2. Status. Report all escalating pet distress, catatonic behavior, or related unusual phenomena immediately. Wildlife officials are coordinating with veterinary specialists and emergency management. Keep all pets indoors until further notice. This is no longer a suggestion, but a safety directive. This is an official Level 2 emergency broadcast.
Did everyone just get that level 2 alert?
Yes. Secondary effects? They're acknowledging that humans are being affected too.
Level 2 means this is considered a significant threat to public safety.
The hotline for related unusual phenomena is telling. They're expecting more reports than just animal behavior.
Speaking of which, Max is completely broken. He's been hiding in the basement for 2 days straight.
He won't come upstairs at all?
Not even for his favorite treats. He used to go crazy for bacon. Now he won't even lift his head when I call his name. It's like he's not even the same dog anymore.
I need to show you guys what Storm and Thunder are doing. This footage is from this morning. They've been doing this for hours, non-stop pacing and panting.
They look terrified. Look at their body language.
That scratching at the doors is desperate, like they're trying to get away from something.
That's exactly what it looks like. But get away from what? We're inside with all doors locked.
Guys, Biscuit is worse. He's completely catatonic now. He's been like this since yesterday evening. He won't eat, won't drink, won't respond to anything.
His eyes look terrified.
I tried moving him away from that wall. He immediately crawled back to that exact spot. Won't look away from it for even a second.
That's the wall that faces the woods, isn't it?
Yes. He's staring directly toward the forest, like he's watching something out there.
All of our dogs are focused on the same thing, the forests. They know something is coming from there.
Or something is already here and getting closer.
The figure was perfectly still, just watching him. Marcus described feeling an overwhelming sense of wrongness,
Emergency alert. The figure.
as if his mind couldn't fully process what he was looking at. The figure's proportions were human, but stretched, distorted in a way that made Marcus's vision blur when he tried to focus on details.
Increased reports of dog anomalies may be connected to the tall figure.
Marcus dropped his axe and backed toward the house, never taking his eyes off the figure. He said the thing's head tracked his movement with an unnatural smoothness,
Please avoid the tall figure.
like it was floating rather than attached to a neck.
Tall figure is being observed in many areas. Be wary of this tall humanoid creature.
Witnesses describe it as native to the area, something that's always been in these forests. Others tell more disturbing stories.
This was an official emergency broadcast. God help us all. I repeat, God help us all.
Officer Berkman, this is Ranger Mendez reporting from Pine Ridge Sector. The alleged tall figure sections. Complete wildlife silence across all monitored forest areas. No bird calls, no insect activity, no small mammal movement. It's like every living thing has evacuated the woods.
How extensive is the silent zone?
At least 15 square miles and expanding. We've had to close 3 more hiking trails today. Visitors' dogs becoming inconsolable within minutes of entering wooded areas. Multiple reports of pets collapsing, refusing to walk, or attempting to flee back to parking areas.
Any visual confirmation of causative factors?
Negative on standard wildlife threats. But Berkman, I've been working these woods for 12 years. I've never seen or felt anything like this. The air itself feels wrong.
Document everything, Ranger. We're dealing with something outside normal protocols.
Lynn, are you seeing what's happening in Millfield County? Same exact animal behavior patterns in that figure.
Millfield? That's 2 counties over.
And Riverside County, too. My professor got calls from veterinary clinics in both areas. Dogs going catatonic, focusing on forested areas, Complete behavioral breakdown.
So this isn't isolated to our county anymore.
Lynn, this is spreading. Whatever is causing this is moving between counties. Or there are multiple sources.
Multiple sources of what, though?
I don't know, but the veterinary community is panicking. We have no medical explanation for synchronized behavioral collapse across such a wide geographic area.
Biscuit hasn't moved in 18 hours, Ashley. He's alive, but it's like his mind has just disconnected.
Same reports from the other counties. Dogs entering trance-like states, all facing the direction of nearest forest areas. It's like they're all watching the same thing.
That's exactly what Biscuit is doing. Just staring and staring at the forest wall.
Lynn, I think you need to get out of there. Whatever these animals are sensing, I don't think it's safe for humans either.
Yeah, tell me about that.
This is Miranda Flowers, psychic consultant. I've had 7 consultation requests today about the same phenomena.
Please, darling, yes, I haven't slept in 3 days. I keep feeling like something is watching my house. My dog won't stop staring out the back window.
The energy disturbance is unlike anything I've encountered. There's an ancient presence that has awakened, something that has been dormant for a very long time.
Miranda, my entire family is having nightmares. All the same dream about something tall in the trees. Our cat hasn't come out from under the couch in 2 days.
The animals are serving as early warning systems. They can sense the entity's growing strength. It's becoming more active, more bold in its manifestation.
What does it want?
Why is it affecting our pets like this?
I'm still trying to establish contact with it, but the psychic pressure is immense. This being has been alone for centuries. I sense overwhelming loneliness and a desperate need for connection.
Connection with our dogs?
Not just the dogs. It's studying all of us through them, learning about companionship, about love, about being wanted, but it doesn't understand that its presence is causing terror.
There are hundreds of posts online,
What kind of posts?
identical to what we're experiencing. Pets going catatonic, hiding, refusing to eat. But also people reporting that tall figure.
Always the same one. Something impossibly tall, standing in dark trees.
Every time I close my eyes, I see that figure from Sophia's photo.
It's like it's in all of our heads now, not just affecting our dogs anymore.
This is spreading geographically.
Spreading or moving? What if there's only one of these things? And it's traveling between areas?
Why would it be traveling?
Maybe it's looking for something or someone.
The psychic consultant Miranda Flowers has been posting online. People reporting also the same nightmares we're having. Same feeling of being watched.
What is she saying about it?
That it's ancient and has been dormant, but now it's awake and getting stronger. And that it's desperately lonely.
Lonely? That thing in your photo looked terrifying, not lonely.
What if those aren't mutually exclusive? What if it's terrifying because it's so desperate for connection?
Connection to what, though? What does a thing like that want?
Miranda thinks it's studying us through our pets, learning about companionship and love, but it doesn't understand that its presence is traumatizing.
So it's trying to understand relationships by destroying the relationships we have with our dogs?
Maybe it doesn't realize it's hurting them. Maybe it thinks it's communicating.
That's almost worse. An ancient entity that doesn't understand the damage it's causing.
And it's getting bolder, more active, which means whatever it's planning, we're running out of time to figure it out.
Running out of time before what?
Before it decides to make more direct contact. Before it stops just watching and starts approaching.
Our dogs have been trying to warn us for weeks. Now they're completely breaking down. What happens when they can't warn us anymore?
Then we're on our own, facing something we don't understand. Something that's been studying us this entire time.
Guys, I just saw it. I just saw the thing Sophia photographed. It was in my backyard.
What? When?
Literally 5 minutes ago, 11:23 p.m. I was taking Storm and Thunder out for their final bathroom break. They both froze on the porch steps. Started that low whimpering they've been doing. Then I saw why.
Oh God, Frank. Please tell me you're safe.
It was standing about 50 feet from my back porch, right at the edge where my yard meets the tree line, under my security lighting.
What exactly did it look like?
Tall doesn't even begin to cover it, Chris.
That's exactly what I saw, down to the proportions. Same thing, Frank. Same exact thing.
Frank, are you okay? Are you safe inside now?
I'm locked in, but Lynn, it wasn't trying to hide. It was just standing there, like it wanted me to see it.
The same feeling I had, like it was studying you.
But its neck, Jesus Christ, its neck.
What about its neck?
It was stretching and turning in directions that aren't possible.
This is terrifying.
What if it comes back? What if it approaches the house next time?
This thing is escalating, first, it was hiding in the forest. Now it's coming right up to our houses.
Storm and Thunder knew it was there before I saw it. They sensed it coming at least 3 or 4 minutes early. Started acting frantic. That's the only reason I even looked outside.
They were trying to warn you.
Just like they've been trying to warn all of us.
Frank, do you think it will come back tonight?
I don't know, but I'm not sleeping. I'm watching the backyard all night.
Why is it showing itself to us specifically?
Maybe because we have dogs? Maybe it's targeting pet owners?
But why? What would it want with our dogs?
Or what would it want to learn from watching us with our dogs?
You think it's studying human-animal relationships?
I think it's studying love, companionship, the bond between humans and their pets.
That's actually terrifying. What if it wants that kind of connection?
With us?
I don't know, but the way it was watching my house tonight, it felt personal, like it was trying to understand something about me. And that neck thing, the way it kept its head turned toward me while walking away, it didn't want to stop looking at me.
We're like specimens to it. It's conducting some kind of experiment.
Using our dogs as test subjects.
And traumatizing them in the process.
Maybe it doesn't realize the harm it's causing. Maybe it thinks this is normal interaction.
An ancient entity trying to learn about modern relationships by destroying the relationships we already have.
Rex has been acting so strange lately, and those police cars keep driving by.
Tyler, I need you to promise me something. Don't go outside alone after dark, especially not near any wooded areas. Just please be careful and keep Rex inside at night.
He won't go outside anyway. He hides under my bed every evening around sunset. It's like he knows when it gets dark.
Trust his instincts, Tyler. Dogs know things we don't.
This is really happening, isn't it? Whatever people are saying they saw, it's real.
I think so.
Chris, I'm scared.
I know. Me too, but we're going to figure this out. Word is spreading even without official reports.
How many people do you think have seen it?
More than just us, apparently. Which explains why the emergency management system is taking this so seriously.
If it's showing itself to multiple people, then it's definitely escalating its behavior.
Getting bolder, less concerned about staying hidden.
Which means we're running out of time. Whatever it's planning, it's moving towards some kind of conclusion.
The way its neck stretched to keep watching me. Even when it was walking away, it's obsessed with observing us, like it can't stop watching.
That's even more disturbing than I thought. Something that desperately needs to keep us in sight.
What does that level of focus mean? What is it trying to learn from watching us so intently?
I don't want to find out, but I don't think we have a choice anymore.
I'm going to contact Miranda Flowers first thing tomorrow. We need answers, and we need them fast.
Agreed. Our dogs can't take much more of this. Biscuit looks like he's dying of stress.
Luna too. She's just fading away.
Then we have to act, for them and for us, before this thing decides to make more direct contact.
What if that's what it wants? What if all this stalking and watching is leading up to actual contact?
Then we better be ready for it.
How do you get ready for something like that?
I don't know, but we'll figure it out together.
Together, because whatever happens next, we're not facing it alone.
A hunting party from the reservation 20 miles north reported seeing tracks near their camp 3 years ago. Footprints that were human-shaped but nearly 2 feet long.
Emergency alert. Level 3. Emergency declaration. Officer David Berkman. County Emergency Management. Unknown entity sightings. Credible threat confirmed. Multiple verified reports of unknown entity in regional forest areas. Entity described as approximately 10 feet tall with non-human characteristics. Authorities are seeking appropriate response protocols for unprecedented situation. Do not approach or attempt contact if entity is observed. These are the stages.
Stage 1 is recognition. Your dog begins exhibiting protective behavior, typically during late evening hours. The animal focuses on wooded areas and appears to be tracking something you cannot see.
Be wary of all stages.
Stage 2 is contact. Something acknowledges your dog's awareness. You may hear unusual sounds from the forest, experience electronic interference with phones or radios,
All citizens follow these guidelines.
or notice changes in your pet's behavior patterns. The dog's protective instincts intensify, and they may attempt to prevent you from going outside or approaching windows.
Stage recognition is crucial.
Stage 3 is aftermath. Following direct visual contact with the entity, both you and your pet are permanently changed.
God help us all.
You are currently experiencing Stage 1 behavior from your dog. Take these precautions immediately. Do not ignore your pet's warnings.
I repeat, God help us all.
Level 3 emergency. They're officially acknowledging it exists.
Unknown entity with non-human characteristics. They're not even trying to explain it away anymore.
Shelter-in-place protocols. This is as serious as it gets for civilian emergencies.
It's here. The entity is outside in our parking lot.
Lynn, are you safe inside?
I'm locked in the clinic, but it's standing maybe 30 feet from the main entrance, just watching the building.
What time did you first see it?
9:15 p.m. exactly. I was finishing up with the overnight patients. Looked out the front window to check if my car was locked, and there it was.
Is it moving or just standing there?
Just standing, completely motionless like you both described.
You shouldn't handle this alone.
All the animals in overnight care have gone completely silent. Dogs that were barking when I locked up, cats that were meowing for attention, even the parrot that never stops talking. Total silence.
They can sense it's there, same way our dogs have been reacting.
But they can't run and hide like our pets at home. They're trapped in their kennels.
That's horrible. They must be terrified.
They're not just quiet, Chris. They're completely motionless, like they're playing dead. Every single animal frozen in place.
Lynn, has it made any attempt to communicate?
Not directly, but I keep getting this feeling, like it's confused. Not angry or hostile, just lost.
The entity is trying to reach out. I'm receiving impressions from it right now. Overwhelming loneliness. Centuries of isolation. It doesn't understand why its presence causes fear.
Miranda, are you safe? Should you be making contact with that thing?
It's not malevolent. The emotions I'm sensing are more like a child's confusion. It sees the love between humans and their pets, and it desperately wants to understand that connection. But it doesn't realize its own nature is terrifying to smaller beings.
What does it want exactly?
To belong somewhere, to be wanted the way pets are wanted, to experience unconditional love and companionship. But it's ancient and powerful. It doesn't comprehend that its size and abilities frighten others.
Can you communicate with it? Tell it to leave our animals alone?
I'm trying to establish clearer contact, but the psychic pressure is immense. It's like trying to have a conversation with a storm. The entity's emotions are so strong they're overwhelming.
It's been standing out there for over an hour now.
Are you holding up okay?
I'm scared but managing. The animals are still completely frozen. It's like they're waiting for it to leave before they'll move again.
Miranda Flowers posted something about making psychic contact with the entity. She says it's not malevolent, just confused and lonely.
Lonely?
If it's trying to understand love and companionship, then a veterinary clinic would be the perfect place to study it. Humans bringing their beloved pets for medical care, spending money and time to help animals heal. That level of dedication would be fascinating to something that's never experienced it.
But understanding doesn't make it less dangerous. Look what it's doing to all our pets.
Maybe it doesn't realize the harm it's causing. Miranda said it doesn't understand why its presence causes fear.
An ancient being trying to learn about modern relationships, but its very nature traumatizes the animals it wants to understand.
That's actually really sad. Imagine being so lonely that you desperately want to connect, but every attempt just scares others away.
I feel bad for it too, Lynn, but our dogs are suffering. We have to prioritize their well-being.
I know. I'm just saying maybe there's a way to help it understand, without our pets having to keep enduring this trauma.
Through Miranda, if she can establish clearer communication,
it's worth trying, because this can't continue. Storm and Thunder are completely broken. They're not the same dogs anymore.
None of our dogs are. Max is like a ghost of his former self.
The overnight patients here look the same way. Completely shut down, just existing, not living.
We need to contact Miranda, see if she can help us reach out to this entity. Explain that it's hurting the very creatures it wants to understand.
And maybe help it find what it's looking for, without destroying our relationships with our pets in the process.
It's still out there, still watching, patient as anything.
Stay inside, Lynn, no matter how long it takes.
I'm not going anywhere. But guys, I think this is leading up to something. The way it's studying this place so intently, like it's preparing for the next step.
Next step toward what?
I don't know, but I don't think it's going to be content just watching much longer.
It was in my house now. The entity was in my backyard.
Chris, are you safe?
Same thing that happened to me and Lynn.
Yes, but it's been here longer, over 20 minutes now, standing by the fence line that borders the forest and walking around.
Is it watching the house?
That's the strange part. It seems to be focusing on my basement windows, the ones that face the backyard, where Max has been hiding.
It knows where your dog is, just like it knew about the animals at Lynn's clinic.
Chris, this creates a pattern. First my house, then Lynn's workplace, Now yours. It's systematically visiting places where our dogs are located.
You think it's tracking our pets specifically?
Or tracking us through our pets.
I'm worried about Tyler, though. He lives close enough that this thing might encounter him. What if it shows up when he's coming home from classes?
Max making noise in the basement?
That's just it. Max has been completely silent, but the entity keeps focusing on those basement windows, like it can sense him down there even without sound.
Animals can sense each other through walls, vibrations, scent. Maybe this entity has similar abilities but amplified.
Or maybe it's trying to understand why Max is hiding. Why a pet would choose to stay as far away as possible from its human family.
That's actually a really good point. Max used to follow me everywhere. Now he won't even come upstairs. The entity might be trying to figure out what changed.
Chris Morrison, this is Miranda Flowers, psychic consultant. I received your contact information from your application form. I've been conducting spiritual communications with the entity affecting your area.
Miranda, thank you for reaching out. What have you learned about this thing?
First, please understand that despite its frightening appearance, it seeks companionship rather than harm. The emotions I'm receiving are overwhelming loneliness and confusion. It has been isolated for centuries and doesn't understand why its presence causes fear.
But it's terrifying our dogs. My golden retriever hasn't been the same since this started.
The entity doesn't realize its own nature is traumatic to smaller beings. It sees the love between humans and their pets and desperately wants to experience that connection. But it doesn't understand that its size and otherworldly characteristics are inherently frightening.
Can you communicate with it directly? Tell it to stop approaching our homes?
I'm trying to establish clearer contact. But Chris, it's drawn specifically to places where it can observe human-animal bonds. Your house, your friends' homes, the veterinary clinic. It's conducting a form of research, trying to understand how love and companionship work.
Research that's destroying the very relationships it wants to understand.
Exactly. It's a tragic irony. An ancient being longing for connection, but causing trauma through its attempts to learn about it.
Is there anything we can do to help it understand?
I believe so, but it will require direct communication and considerable courage from those it has been observing.
Chris, honey, are you okay? There are police cars everywhere in the neighborhood tonight. Mrs. Patterson said there have been reports of something dangerous in the forest areas.
I'm fine, Mom. I'm safe inside.
Have you seen anything strange around your property? Your father is worried about you and Tyler living so close to the woods.
There have been some unusual things happening, but I'm being careful and staying indoors like the emergency alerts recommend.
Chris, you're scaring me.
Mom, I don't want to worry you more than necessary. Authorities are handling it. That's why there are so many police cars around.
Should your father and I come stay with you until this is resolved?
No, Mom. I think we're safer in our separate homes right now. Just make sure you and Dad stay inside after dark.
Promise me you'll call if anything happens. Anything at all.
I promise. And I've been checking on Tyler regularly, too.
Officer Berkman, this is Ranger Mendez with updated tracking patterns. The entity's movement shows systematic residential visits. It's targeting houses with pets, spending 20-30 minutes at each location before moving to the next.
Any pattern to the selection process?
Appears to be focusing on homes with dogs specifically. Time spent at each location correlates with the number of pets inside.
It's studying them.
That's my assessment. Behavioral observation rather than predatory stalking. But Berkman, the psychological impact on both animals and humans is severe. We need resolution soon before we have a complete community mental health crisis.
Understood, Ranger. We're coordinating with the psychic consultant Miranda Flowers. She believes direct communication may be possible.
Whatever we do, it needs to happen fast. This thing is getting bolder and spending more time in residential areas. Eventually, someone's going to panic and do something dangerous.
Miranda Flowers just contacted me directly. She's been communicating with the entity spiritually.
What did she learn?
It's not malevolent. It's ancient, lonely, and trying to understand human-pet relationships, but it doesn't realize its presence is traumatizing our dogs.
So it's causing harm without meaning to?
Exactly. It sees our love for our pets and desperately wants that kind of connection, but it doesn't understand why smaller beings find it frightening.
That's both tragic and terrifying. An otherworldly entity seeking companionship, but destroying it through its attempts.
Did Miranda say if there's a way to help it?
She thinks direct communication is possible, but it would require courage from those it's been observing, meaning us.
Direct communication? Like actually talking to this thing?
I think so. She says it needs to understand that its approach is causing the opposite of what it wants.
Our dogs are completely broken, Chris. Storm and Thunder are shells of their former selves.
Same with all the clinic animals. If there's a chance to make it stop and help it understand, we have to try.
Maybe this is our chance.
Our chance for what?
To help it understand what it's been doing wrong, and maybe help it find what it's really looking for.
Are you suggesting we try to communicate with it?
I don't know, but I can't watch Max deteriorate any longer. And if Miranda is right about it just wanting companionship, maybe there's a way to give it that without hurting our pets.
This is terrifying, but you might be right. We can't let this continue.
If we're going to do this, we do it together.
Agreed. Whatever happens, we face it as a team. Loneliness for centuries. Watching love from distance. Small beings with humans. Chosen. Wanted. Cared for. I want someone to choose me too.
You want to be loved like a pet is loved?
Yes. Unconditional care. Joy when returned home. Someone worried when away. Watched through barriers. Saw dogs greeted with happiness. Wanted that feeling. Being precious to someone.
But your approach frightened them.
Not understand. In my realm, this is different. Not dangerous. Thought showing myself would invite friendship. Did not know size creates fear.
The animals you wanted to understand became terrified of you.
Pain. Great pain learning this. Destroyed what hoped to join. How do small beings earn love? How prove worthy?
They start small, build trust slowly, show they mean no harm.
Can I learn these ways? Can become good companion if someone teach me.
Perhaps, but it would require patience from both sides.
Have waited centuries. Can wait more for chance at belonging. Would be grateful beyond measure.
Witnesses who have tried to interact with the figure report severe psychological after effects and accelerated progression to stage 3 conditions.
Entity is being observed.
We want to emphasize that this phenomenon appears to be spreading throughout our county's forested regions.
All citizens remain calm.
What began as isolated incidents in remote areas is now being reported in suburban neighborhoods that border woodland.
This phenomena hopefully will be over soon.
I have established direct communication with the entity affecting our region. The revelations are both heartbreaking and hopeful.
Is it dangerous, Miranda? Should we be worried about our families?
It is not dangerous in the way we feared. It is an ancient being from another realm who has been observing our world through dimensional barriers. For centuries, it has watched the relationships between humans and their pets, and it desperately wants to experience that kind of love and companionship itself.
It wants to be someone's pet?
In essence, yes. It has seen how dogs are loved unconditionally, how they bring joy to their families, how owners prioritize their pets' well-being and happiness. The entity craves caring relationship.
But it's been terrorizing our animals.
That is the tragic part. It does not understand physical size, species differences, or fear responses. In its realm, beings communicate through pure emotion. It thought approaching our pets would invite friendship, not cause terror.
Can it change its behavior?
It is deeply remorseful and eager to learn. It asks how small beings earn their humans' love, how they prove themselves worthy of care and companionship. It wants to start over and approach relationships properly.
This needs to be reported to authorities. Officer Berkman should know about this breakthrough.
You are absolutely right. This situation requires official coordination, now that we understand the entity's true nature and intentions. Officer Berkman, this is Miranda Flowers, psychic consultant. I have achieved direct spiritual communication with the unknown entity. The situation is far more complex and hopeful than initially understood.
Miranda, go ahead with your report. We need all available information.
The entity is not a threat in the traditional sense. It is an ancient being from a parallel realm who has spent centuries observing our world, specifically watching the relationships between humans and their pets. It crossed into our dimension because it desperately wants to experience that kind of love and companionship.
It wants companionship with humans?
Yes, but in the way that pets have companionship with humans. It has observed how dogs are loved unconditionally, how they bring joy to families, how owners care for their pets' needs and happiness above their own convenience.
But it has been causing widespread animal distress.
That is the tragic misunderstanding. In its realm, different does not mean dangerous. It thought showing itself to pets would invite friendship. It did not understand that its size and otherworldly nature would cause terror. The entity is deeply remorseful and wants to learn proper approach.
Can it modify its behavior?
It is asking me how small beings earn their humans' love, how they prove themselves worthy of care and companionship. It wants to start over and build relationships properly. With patience and guidance, interdimensional adoption might be possible.
Interdimensional adoption? Miranda, this is unprecedented.
The entity has agreed to remain in deep forest while we seek protocols. It has waited centuries for companionship. It can wait longer if there is hope of finding what it seeks.
I need to coordinate with multiple agencies on this. Thank you for this breakthrough, Miranda. Your communication may have prevented a much worse outcome.
Breaking supernatural crisis resolution. Ancient entity seeks companionship, not harm. County officials working with psychic consultant Miranda Flowers report breakthrough in ongoing unknown entity emergency. Entity revealed to be interdimensional being seeking pet-like companionship with humans. Decades of observing human-animal bonds led entity to cross dimensional barriers seeking similar relationship.
Did everyone see the news report?
Interdimensional adoption protocols. I never thought I'd read those words in a legitimate news story.
The fact that it made it to Channel 7 News means this is being taken seriously at the highest levels.
Look at the comments on their social media post. People are actually supportive, saying things like, everyone deserves love, and even ancient beings need companionship.
The human capacity for empathy never ceases to amaze me. Yesterday we were terrified of this thing. Today we're rooting for it to find happiness.
Because now we understand what it actually wants. Fear comes from the unknown. Once we knew it just wanted to belong somewhere, everything changed. Dogs are so much more emotionally intelligent than we give them credit for. They knew it wasn't evil. They just knew it was overwhelming and confused.
Imagine the loyalty and hope of something that waited centuries for love.
Whoever takes that on would have the most unique pet in human history.
Pet might not be the right word, though. More like interdimensional family member.
The news said authorities are seeking protocols. I wonder what that even looks like.
Probably safety guidelines, communication methods, behavioral expectations.
Like adoption paperwork, but for beings from other realms.
I keep thinking about what Miranda said, about it crying tears of gratitude that manifest as gentle rain, something that ancient and powerful being moved to tears by the possibility of belonging.
It makes me want to help somehow, even if I'm not brave enough to adopt it myself.
We already helped Lynn. We were part of the investigation that led to understanding. We gave it hope when it had none.
And our dogs were the early warning system. They suffered for it, but they also made the discovery possible.
They're the real heroes in this story.
Speaking of which, I should go give Biscuit some extra treats. He deserves them after everything he's been through.
Same with Luna. She was so brave even when she was terrified.
Max, too. All of our dogs deserve recognition for their service. The things we do for our pets.
And apparently, the things we do for lonely entities from other realms, too.
Love really does make us do crazy things.
The craziest and most beautiful things.
Here's to love in all its forms, even interdimensional ones.
The time has come for you to make your final choice. You understand now what your presence has cost.
Yes, I see clearly now. My longing brought only fear, wanted love. Brought horror instead. Small beings suffered because of my need.
But you also understand what true companionship requires?
Mutual understanding, consent, trust built slowly, cannot force what must be given freely. I was selfish in my approach.
You were lonely, not selfish, but love requires readiness from both sides.
In my realm, no such bonds exist. Perhaps I sought something not meant for my kind, but watching made me hope.
Hope isn't wrong, but maybe the companionship you seek exists in your own realm, in forms you haven't yet discovered.
Returning means accepting loneliness again, but staying means harming those I hope to love. Choice is clear, though my heart breaks.
Your heartbreaking proves you capable of the love you seek. Perhaps in your realm, others feel the same longing.
Will remember, warmth I witnessed here will carry hope back to my world. Maybe others there ready to learn about connection.
That's beautiful. You're taking love back to a place that needs it.
The entity shows particular interest in properties where families have strong bonds with their pets, suggesting it may be drawn to emotional connections between humans and animals.
Entity is understood.
Protection is immediate compliance with these safety guidelines and complete trust in your pet's instincts. Remember, if your dog is barking at the woods at night, something is watching you from the darkness.
All citizens, please take notes of this event.
The silence that follows isn't peace, it's patience. And when that silence ends, it may already be too late to protect what the entity has come to take.
This is crucial for possible events in the future.
Officer Berkman, the entity has made its decision. It will return to its own realm. It understands that true companionship cannot be forced.
Are you certain of its peaceful intentions?
Completely certain. It expresses deep regret for the distress caused. But more importantly, it has learned what love actually means. Mutual respect, consent, understanding.
And it's committed to leaving?
Yes, it sees that its presence here, however well-intentioned, causes harm. It chooses to seek companionship in its own realm, where such connections might form naturally.
This is the most peaceful resolution we could have hoped for. Thank you, Miranda. Your work prevented a potential disaster.
The entity's capacity for growth and compassion prevented the disaster. I merely facilitated understanding.
I'll coordinate the official all clear once departure is confirmed.
It will be leaving quietly. No fanfare, no dramatic exit, just a gentle fading back to its own world.
Max just did something amazing. He walked over to his food bowl, ate normally, then went to sleep by the back door. First time in weeks he's chosen that spot.
Luna is back to her old self too. She's been asking for walks and showing zero fear of the forest areas.
Storm and thunder are practically bouncing off the walls. They keep bringing me their hiking gear, like they know the woods are safe again.
Biscuit's curiosity is back at the clinic. He's exploring every corner and wanting to greet every patient. All the overnight animals are acting completely normal.
It's really over then. The entity actually left.
Mrs. Beth texted me that the bad feelings have completely lifted. She says the air feels peaceful throughout the whole neighborhood.
I can feel it too. That underlying tension we didn't even realize we were carrying. It's gone.
Our dogs knew before we did. They always know when something changes.
Tyler texted that his evening drives from college feel normal again. No more weird sensations in the forest areas.
Chris, whatever was happening in the woods is definitely over. Drove home from campus tonight and everything felt normal. Rex was actually excited to go outside for his evening walk.
Yeah, the situation has been resolved peacefully, thankfully.
Was it really some kind of creature like people were saying?
Something like that. But not dangerous, just misunderstood and very lonely.
That's actually kind of sad. Did it find what it was looking for?
In a way, it found understanding, and that was enough for it to find peace.
The spirits are quiet now. Whatever was disturbing the natural order has found peace.
You can feel the difference too?
Oh yes, the air is light again. My little Pepito is back to his playful self. Even the birds are singing more freely.
It's amazing how quickly everything returned to normal.
Because it chose to leave with understanding rather than force. That kind of wisdom brings peace to all living things. Your tall friend learned something beautiful.
It really did. Sometimes the greatest love is knowing when to let go.
Officer Berkman, final report from Pine Ridge sector. Wildlife activity has returned to completely normal levels. Bird songs, insect activity, small mammal movement, all standard for the season. That oppressive silence in the woods has lifted entirely.
Any signs of the entity's departure?
Nothing dramatic, just a gradual return to natural forest atmosphere. Like whatever was disturbing the balance simply left.
Peaceful resolution confirmed then.
The entity has returned to its own realm. I wanted to share its final message with all of you who were affected. It said, I came seeking love and learned what love truly means. Love cannot be taken or forced, only freely given. I will carry this wisdom back to my world. Perhaps there, in my own realm, I can find others ready to explore connection. Thank you for teaching me that understanding is more valuable than having.
It really learned from this experience.
The entity's capacity for growth was remarkable. It chose wisdom over desire, chose peace over persistence. That level of emotional maturity is rare in any realm.
Do you think it will find what it's looking for in its own world?
I believe so. It's taking back knowledge of love, patience, and respect. Those seeds will grow wherever they're planted. Our world taught it about companionship. Now it can teach its world the same lessons.
So this wasn't just about our crisis. It was about interdimensional learning.
Every interaction teaches us something about love, even the most unusual ones, especially the most unusual ones.
So we're really planning that dog park meetup now?
Absolutely. Our dogs have been through enough together. Saturday afternoon at Elm Street Dog Park?
Perfect.
Can't wait to see how they all get along.
After surviving supernatural trauma together, I think they'll be fast friends.
See you all Saturday for the most well-deserved dog park meetup in history.
Can't wait.
It's going to be perfect.
Just perfectly, beautifully normal.
The best kind of ending there is